Right, I will call this meeting to order. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Lieberman, Commissioner Dodge. Here. Commissioner Rice.
Here, let us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our first item of business, we're in green, showing support. It's Child Support Awareness Month, and we have Sarah Fields here, and we have a proclamation. Would you like us to do the proclamation, or would you rather say a few words first? Okay, I'll do the proclamation.
Come on up, Sarah.
But come on up. All right. This is exciting because your team, they're just like knocking it out of the ballpark month after month and year after year. So wonderful to be able to recognize today. So I am not going to read all the legalese. I don't like the legalese version, so I'm going to cut to the chase with basically what the proclamation talks about. Montgomery County recognizes that children rely on positive emotional and financial support from parents to provide them with a stronger future. We recognize and commend the efforts of those parents who are committed to fulfilling their moral, financial, and legal obligation to provide this support. We recognize that non-custodial parents sometimes face barriers to meeting their obligations, and some require services and assistance to do so. Through the leadership of our Montgomery County Child Support Enforcement Agency, Sarah and her team, and the work of our child support professionals, we are committed to educating parents about the services that are available through Ohio's Child Support Program. Montgomery County CSEA, that's the acronym we've given that, is devoted to working with families to help them overcome barriers to ensure our youth can live safe, healthy lives. In 2022, CSEA had, get this number, 45,213 active family support cases. 42,000. Ooh, that is a lot of families that were impacted, more than 55,000 children. Just think about that. That's a lot of kids and a lot of families. Montgomery County, Ohio is dedicated to investing in our children, their parents, and Montgomery County CSEA and its partners so that our children here in Montgomery County grow up with love and support that they both need and deserve. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio, on this first day of August 2023, does hereby recognize August 23 as Child Support Awareness Month, and it's signed by Debbie Lieberman, our president, myself, Carolyn Rice, and Judy Dodge. You have the floor, Sarah.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm going to save most of my remarks for when I come back in September, because I always come in September and give you a recap of all the things we did in August, because we have so many great things planned for this month, including our driver's license reinstatement program. We have a coloring contest. We have continuing legal education classes for our bar. So we have lots of things going on, and I'll talk more about those when I come back in September. But we really just wanted to come today to kick the month off. Tomorrow is Wear Green Day in the state of Ohio for child support. We're all wearing green today. We'll get to wear green tomorrow. It's a good thing. It's my favorite color. And then to thank you again for your support, not just in August, but year round. We're very blessed in Montgomery County to have a child support program that is supported by so many partners in our community, including commissioners, and we are very thankful for that support. Our judiciary works very well, very closely together. So again, we just wanted to say thank you. And like I said, get the month off to a great start. If you check out our website, mcsea.org, we have all the stuff on our website that we're doing during the month, and we have some great things planned. So,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, we meant every word, and we have a new website too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're kicking off all kinds of good things. And Judy, you want to add to it?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, be sure and not only thank you, but I want to thank your staff. We want to thank your staff because they just do a fantastic job.
They do.
And I've toured your area there, and everybody's always working hard, and talking to people, trying to get issues resolved, so we appreciate it, so.
Thank you so
Please tell
much.
your staff thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank
wanna
you.
get a picture?
We definitely want to get a picture. You want us to come down there, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. And now we have another recognition. Matt Hillard, would you like to talk? It's in environmental services.
Sure. Thanks, Commissioner. I have the honor to introduce some of our most critical employees. Gentlemen, would you please stand when I call your name? Alex Simpson, Brett Shepard, Brandon Izor, Aaron Brigham, and Keith Baker. Aaron's our manager and Keith's assistant director. This group of employees, they're among our most critical and some of our most experienced staff. Our utilities are better because of them. They are hardworking, trustworthy, and reliable. Thank you for all you do. While this team oversees some of our most critical water and sewer lines, they also oversee the installation, maintenance, and functionality of our fire hydrants throughout Montgomery County. Before I continue, Commissioners, do you know how many fire hydrants we have in our Montgomery County service area?
I have no idea, but I think it'll knock my socks off when you say the number.
We have over 13,000.
Yeah, I would not have
So-
guessed that many.
It is our goal that every fire hydrant is touched once every 8 years. So we're no stranger to a little fun. Last month, this team, Brett, Alex, and Brandon, they competed in the annual American Water Works Association Hydrant Hysteria. The 2023 conference and competition was held in Ontario, Canada, where teams from all over the world came to show off their skills. The goal of the Hydrant Hysteria is to put together a fire hydrant in the least amount of time. While we didn't bring home a title this year, I'm so proud of our team for showing off their ability to put a hydrant together in less than 2 minutes, but also exhibiting patience, persistence, communication, and collaboration. These are the skills that are not always taught, but rather learned over time. As I mentioned before, we are honored to have Alex, Brett, and Brandon in our department, and Aaron and Keith leading them. This is a division of environmental services that is not always in the limelight. Their work is dirty, labor-intensive, time-consuming, especially in these hot days. I've seen them out there working in the snow and ice, but it often goes unnoticed by others. But today we're changing that. Just want to personally thank them. So if we can get them up here for a picture. I think we want to do a picture.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
I know I watched the video, gentlemen, and oh my goodness, that was like, Keystone Cops with it all going together. We'd be in sad shape if you had to rely on your commissioners to try to replicate what you all did. I wouldn't have known one part from another. So bravo to you. Come on up.
You want him just standing in front here and we'll stand here? I guess not.
Do you want a different, how do you want it, who wants taking the picture? You guys are amazing. I really did watch it like twice. I was like, And now, to follow that up, County Engineer Paul Gruner.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Administrator, ladies and gentlemen. We have just two resolutions today. They're both to authorize the county auditor to process payments by warrant to the city of Dayton for permissive tax funds. The first is 23-991 for the 2021 asphalt resurfacing for major thoroughfares project in the amount of $101,736.98. And 992 is for the 2022 asphalt resurfacing for major thoroughfares project in the amount of $337,381.80.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. County Sheriff.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Sheriff, we have Resolution 993, authorizing the purchase through a state term contract from Keisler Police Supply for ammunition in the amount not to exceed $58,851.88 through December 31st, 2023.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Domestic Relations Court.
Under Domestic Relations Court, we have Resolution 994, authorizing a facility rental and catering service agreement with Sinclair Community College in an amount not to exceed $9,504.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Juvenile Court.
Hello, Commissioners. On behalf of Juvenile Court and Helen Wallace, Administrative Judge, we request to authorize agreements for the City of Dayton to provide mediation services for youth referred by Juvenile Court in an amount not to exceed $170,000 through June 30th, 2024 for Resolution 995 and Resolution 996, Mount Enon Missionary Baptist Church to provide facility space and nutritional meals for youth referred to the Juvenile Court Evening Reporting Center, ERC, in an amount not to exceed $120,000 through June 30, 2024. And Resolution 997 for Case Western Reserve University for evaluation services for the Family Treatment Court or Life Court in an amount not to exceed $10,000 through September 30, 2023.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now, I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Is the all of these are wonderful. I don't mean to point one out as being more wonderful, but the mediation services, is that new or is that something that you've been doing for a while? With the City of Dayton?
I actually don't know if that's new or not.
Okay, okay. Well, I will ask Helen next time I see her.
Okay. Or we
Because
can get back with someone in your team.
it's
to
just
let
a
them know.
personal interest.
Okay.
But I know that the Mediation Center is really branching out and doing really important services, and I'm glad to see that they're working with youth to help them, stay on the right track. So that was
Okay.
my only question.
Okay.
I can ask Helen next time I see her.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Just curious. All right, County Administrator.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Administrator, under the Clerk's Office, we have approved the minutes of the meeting on July 18th, 2023. Resolution 998, approval of bills. Resolution 999, approval of travel and expenses. And Resolution 1000, approval of personnel actions. All three lists are available in the Clerk's Office.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Administrative Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have several resolutions for your consideration today, beginning with Resolution 1001. This authorizes a facility rental agreement with Sinclair Community College for the October Sustainability Luncheon in an amount not to exceed $2,949. The next resolution is 1002. This authorizes a price agreement with Neptune Equipment Company for water meters and repair parts for environmental services through August 31st, 2025, with an option to extend. Resolution 1003 authorizes a software as a services agreement with Northfield Development Partners, LLC, for ongoing locator Logix software for the Environmental Services Department. 1004 authorizes a change order to the agreement with Ohio Valley AV for audio-visual equipment for the Office of Reentry by adding $1,369.50 to the original amount for a revised total of $59,457.30. 1005 extends the grant agreement with the Ohio Emergency Management Agency for the fiscal year 2020 State Homeland Security and State Homeland Security law enforcement programs through December 31st of 2023. 1006, accepts a grant from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency for the H2 Ohio Direct Assistance Grant in the amount of $10,000 for the Environmental Services Department. 1007 authorizes the county auditor to issue a warrant for the amount of $42,000 for the tire buyback event. 1008 advertises for property casualty third-party administration services for the Risk, Safety, and Emergency Management Department. 1009 solicits requests for qualifications for the Stillwater Playground Design Build project. The next two resolutions authorize sublease agreements with options to renew. The first is 1010 with the Greater Dayton IT Alliance doing business as Technology First for the leasing of 220.8 square feet of office space at the Business Solutions Center in the amount of $3,219.26 through August 31st of 2025. And 1011 is with Miami Valley Career Technology Center for the leasing of 276 square feet of office space at the Business Solutions Center in an annual amount of $4,024.08 through September 30th of 2025. And the last two resolutions authorize purchases for the Environmental Services Department. The first is 1012 for a Stoops Freightliner, with Stoops Freightliner Dayton for one 2024 Freightliner 114 SD plus conventional chassis setback axle truck in an amount not to exceed $214,469. And the last resolution is 1013 with rolling and sliding doors of Dayton for 3 aluminum insulated rolling doors for the Eastern Regional Water Reclamation Facility garage door replacement project in an amount not to exceed $75,900.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Environmental Services.
Thanks, Commissioners. For Environmental Services, we have Resolution 1014, amend the agreement with Milcon Concrete Incorporated for construction of the Bayside and Barrett Water Main Replacement Phase 2 project by adding $102,124.50 to the original amount for a revised total of $2,350,685.50. Resolution 1015, accept the water and sewer mains to serve the erosion control Phase 2, Sites 7 and 11 project. And Resolution 1016, accept an easement deed and authorize an agreement for payment of $1 to Michael D. and Angela M. Thompson for the erosion control Site 15 Tomahawk Trail project and record the same.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Human Services.
Thank you, Commissioners. We have two resolutions on, under Human Services Planning and Development, number 1017, authorizing an agreement with Goodwill Easter Seals, Miami Valley, for behavioral supports in an amount not to exceed $55,198.50 through December 31st, 2023. And this supports peer support specialists in the men and women's shelter and also telehealth supports.
Excellent.
And then under Department of Job and Family Services, we have 1018, authorizing a facility rental agreement with Cox Arboretum Metro Park for the Performance Integrity, Compliance, and Records Training Retreat in an amount not to exceed $150.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Under County Commissioners, we have, first resolution is 1019, approve the annexation of 113.562 acres, more or less, from Perry Township to the city of Brookville, utilizing the special procedure expedited 2 annexation pursuant to section 709.023 of the Ohio Revised Code. 1020, designate Larry Weisman as the alternate representative of the Board of County Commissioners to the Board of Revision and authorize him to act in the full capacity during the interim and/or absence of the authorized member. 1021, appoint Georgianne Godsey and John Morris to the Housing Advisory Board through June 30th, 2025. 1022, reappoint Tom Robillard, Karen DeMasi, Robert McCann, Norm Miazzi, Sham Reddy, Cynthia Hatton-Tepe, Jennifer Alexander, Sarah Lomach, I probably just killed that name, Lomach, Roy Craig, Tawana Jones, Jim McCarthy, Kaya Patrick, Richard Stock, Jan Lepore Jentelson, and Debbie Watts Robinson to the Housing Advisory Board through June 30th, 2025.
Yeah. Move to approve.
Okay,
All right.
aye. We both approve. All right,
Aye.
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 Okay.
Move to approve.
Move,
then
and
aye.
I
I'm
second,
sorry.
and we both. It's weird when you're doing your own
I
resolution.
know.
Okay, the next is comments by citizens, and we do have two citizens. Our first is Willie Feaster. Hello, Mr. Feaster. You know how we do this, and you have 3 minutes. Was that up there?
Are you sure? Somebody's boat.
I'll bet that's Sarah's. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Willie Feaster. I got to talk about the deaths in this county jail. You know, that's unacceptable. Something is wrong over there, and something got to be done. 7 people. It's like every couple of weeks somebody died, man. The latest guy, Clemens. The brother said one of the inmates told him he pushed the button, asked for help. I've been in that jail. I have seen people push that button. And the COs, sometimes they make them rounds because they work the floors by themselves. They don't hear the button. But sometimes they sit there deliberately, hear the button, and don't answer. On purpose. Come on. When is you commissioners going to ask the FBI to get involved in this? How many human beings in that jail got to die? They still human. I don't care what they done. They're still human. When is y'all going to get together as a group and petition the FBI to go in there and see what's wrong with that county jail? How many more people this year got to die? Miss Rice, that was your child, husband, whatever. Then it would change. Miss Dodge, if that was your son in there tonight and he come up dead, because any one of y'all childs can go to jail. They ain't immune. You know, anything can happen. Mr. Corbett, sorry, bro, but it was one of your loved ones. Would it affect you? Whatever the reason might be, drug overdose. Yes, that jail full of fentanyl. Yes, even though they got that scanner down there. I don't want to sit up here and say every staff member over there is bad, man. There's some beautiful, professional staff members over there work every day. Every day, CO, but most of them kids. Most of the people working at jail are kids now, fresh out of high school, but they supervised by sergeants. A captain, on up. Come on. How many more people this year got to die in that jail, man? For you commissioners petition the FBI to come in there and launch an investigation, man. Michael Wright, all the lawsuits in the world ain't gonna stop people from dying. It's none of that gonna stop people. It's something within that jail. That's where it lies at. So I'm asking you, Miss Rice, when is you people gonna petition the FBI to launch an investigation about all the people are dying in that jail and why? Something is causing it. They're not getting on media attention. The guy's falling in the shower. Come on, man. There's so many. And then, you know, he comes back, they put him back in the block, the cells. Come on, y'all been over there. Y'all know how the rollovers are. Y'all know how the pods is. Come on, you in that rollover. People getting beat by other inmates. Staff putting guys in situations where they can get beat up because they got rape cases. All kind of shenanigans going on in that jail every day. And y'all sit over here immune to it like this, man. Come on, man. Beings, flesh and blood like you. Despite what they have done, they are still human. They deserve it. Because if an officer over there would get hurt, a sheriff, a police officer, whoever, I would sit up here and say the same thing in their behalf. Same thing in their behalf. If any one of them get hurt,
Thank you.
Sure
I
would.
appreciate it, Mr. Booster.
Thank you
I
very
do
much,
hear you.
Mr. Feaster, for your comments.
Thank you. And our second speaker today is Yvonne Currington.
Good afternoon. I'm Yvonne Currington, 250 Trailwoods Drive, Dayton, Ohio, 45415. I think Mr. Feaster pretty much said it all. I'm here on behalf of the Montgomery County Jail Coalition, of which I've been a member for probably since its inception. And we feel the same way. There's something wrong. There's something going on. This isn't a fluke. 7 deaths in 7 months is, there's something going on in that jail. And I know that the county commission doesn't run the jail. You fund it. I think the sheriff and the county commissioners and maybe NAVCAR ought to be involved, ought to get together and figure out what to do. There has to be a shakedown. There has to be something. The drugs are getting in the jail some kind of way. They're not getting in through visitors or mail. I'm glad to hear that you've agreed to change the contract with NAVCAR to add 4 RNs. I have to tell you, after going on a tour with the Jail Coalition a couple of weeks ago, it's not nearly enough. That place is like an emergency room. You know, you never know what's coming in the door. You need a new jail, in my opinion, not a 938-bed one, but you need a new one because the configuration is not conducive to proper treatment and taking care of people. We have more deaths in the Montgomery County Jail than Rikers Island in New York, and they have 6,000 inmates so far this year. I mean, there's just something wrong. And I'm not here to just run my mouth. I'm here to say I want answers. It's time for the county commission and the sheriff. And I think Rob Streck is doing the best he can with what he has. I don't think that he's ignoring things, but he doesn't have the resources to do what needs to be done, and I think that's where you guys come in. These, like Mr. Feaster said, these are human beings. It doesn't matter what they did, doesn't matter what their station in life is. It could be anybody's son, father, mother, and so we have got to work as citizens to make this a better. We've got to do something about this problem. We've got to do something about it now. It can't go on. This can't go on. And I hope you will take me serious with this because I will continue to do everything in my power to push the community and whoever else is necessary to get moving and get this taken care of. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Mr. Colbert, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Commissioners. I have no comments, but I just want to say that while I can't talk about individual cases, we are working on a set of recommendations, working with the county sheriff and the behavior task force that's going to make a difference, and we need to let that work complete itself. We will have some set of recommendations in the coming months, probably August, September, and when those come out, we are going to act on them, and they will involve physical health because all of this is not related to drugs. It will involve alcohol and drugs, and it will also involve mental health. So we need to let the task force do its job, and it is working. And once that happens, it will give us a framework to work together on the structure. And I think it will lead us in the right direction. So thank you for your comments, both of you. Thank you very much. Commissioners?
I was just going to mention that Saturday, it was a nice day, and we were out with our styrofoam recycling event. And it says here 230 cars. Wow, that's great.
It was hot.
It was hot. I don't think we have all the hard data yet, but I know we collected, what, 1 trailer and then was it
Another almost half.
half of that, another one? Wow, that's great. So we had a lot of wonderful, wonderful volunteers that came, and it was great. It was a good day. Plus you had water and donuts, which is always nice. Our next event is October 14th. Do we know where? Okay, we'll talk about it more when it gets closer. And then, as Sarah was here talking about Child Support Awareness Month, We've been wearing green today and tomorrow. And so our lights on our building are going to be green for the next couple weeks. So we want to give a shout out for our Child Support Awareness Month. So as she said, our Child Support Agency serves over 55,000 children. I think that's a little less than the population of the city of Kettering. Last I saw, I think Kettering had 57,000 as their population. That's awful. Anyway, again, we want to give a shout out to the workers, CSEA workers.
Absolutely. And I cannot believe it's August. And summer's my favorite, and when I feel like it's almost over when we get to this point. But although I would like a little cooler temperatures, I have to admit that part. But we're hearing a lot. The schools are opening back up. This morning I was at a kickoff for all the superintendents and their leadership teams. We're getting ready for the new school year. And so this coming weekend is sales tax amnesty weekend. Clothing items under $75 are tax-free, along with school supplies and instructional materials costing less than $20 per item. And I also want to put in a plug for, it's important that we teach our children about sustainable lifestyles. So Dayton Regional Green's website, drg3.com, shows you how to reduce your carbon footprint at home and find details about green business certification. And you know we have, I know I talked about it a month ago or so, we have the Bring the Green Challenge, and we're encouraging anyone watching, if you're on this, you're into the things that the Montgomery County is doing, so please join the challenge. You can compete against other individuals or businesses, earning points for the things you do. I got on it, and if I can get on it, anybody can get on it. And government agencies are also in the part of the challenge. So we at Montgomery County, we have a very friendly competition going with the city of Dayton. And overall, we're really trying to get 2,023 people to engage with the site and sign up. So I'm just here to say, once again, if you haven't done it before, I'm going to be checking on some people here in the front to see if they're signed up. Let's have fun with it, but it's also important learning for all of us of what we as individuals can do, because if we do it, it all adds up to doing a lot. So thank you. So check it out at drg3.org. I have nothing else. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned, and everyone have a wonderful week. Our next meeting is next Tuesday, right? But I will note that it's going to be at 11 a.m. next week on Tuesday, August 8th. We're moving it up with some conflicts that we have in the afternoon. So anyone watching, be sure to watch at 11 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, August 8th. Have a great week.